Loneliness?
I think loneliness is mostly a stereotype in our mind.
Making choices?
Making choices, I think it's difficult sometimes.
Ambition?
Ambition. If you're not ambitious, don't come to TU Delft.
What are the most stressful things?
Well, every time I start the new quarter, I'm very stressed. Actually, I was talking about this with my friends yesterday because you start saying like all the deadlines you have, all the future work you have to do, and you don't know how to cope with it at the beginning. So what I do is like I try to organize myself, and I always have my calendar, and I put everything, I write everything there, and then I see, okay, I have time. It's gonna be okay.
How do you ask for help?
I learned to ask for help, especially mentally wise, whenever I need to. Because sometimes I asked for it a bit late when I was hit by some mental problems sometimes. Especially as an international student here, you sometimes get stressed. But then it became really better.
Where do you go to?
Yeah, well, it really depends on the context or in the area that the stress is related to. If it's more related to my study or to my career, I sometimes talk with my study advisor, like my study counselor, and then he gives me some tips to be able to balance my studies.
Loneliness.
I'm very scared of that because as I said, I love people. Sometimes it's good to be alone. Sometimes it's good to have your own time and enjoy yourself. But yeah, I need people. I need to be with people, and yeah.
We sometimes just feel that we're lonely, while it's just we have to take some measures. Like I sometimes felt like I'm so much alone, or I don't have a lot of friends here. But then I take a look at it myself, and I saw that sometimes I don't even initiate it, and I sometimes only expect the others to initiate the relationship. And I think it's mostly something mentally in our mind, and it shouldn't necessarily exist.
In terms of reaching the top, how do you look at ambition, etc.?
Well, first, I like challenges, and that's why I decided to come here. But I knew I had to move in order to improve. And yeah, I prefer to have something difficult and challenging, but that motivates me. That's something easy that in the end I will get bored of it.
Being here is one thing, continuing here and using all of the opportunities that this place, and especially in the Netherlands, would give you is another thing. And you should be ambitious. You should look. You shouldn't see, like, for example, TU Delft as the cap of your wishes. You should see yourself so much higher to be able to just use all of the facilities, all of the opportunities that you have here, and go to the next steps.
You have to choose something that makes you happy and not a title that other people can see. And that's because I always felt very proud of myself when I said I'm an engineer. But now it's like, I don't care. When you asked me before, what are you? I don't want to say I'm an engineer. I'm a person, and what I study is part of me, but it's not what I am. So that's one thing, like choosing something that really motivates you and makes you happy instead of making the other, like the rest of the people, proud of you.
How does it work when you have people from various disciplines, and sometimes maybe there's no one solution? How do you work towards a solution then?
In those moments, because I think the goal is to come up with a nice result. Because at the end, it's the project that talks about the group, and like the professors don't know which part of the project is related to whom. We are all giving a project as a group.
I am still learning how to deal with these problems because I'm very perfectionist and I know how I want things. So when things don't go the way I want, I get very frustrated and anxious. So I'm still learning how to deal with that. And now I try to just let it flow, try to trust more in other people, and also delegate more and not always deal with everything myself.
So when we come up when we face any struggles or any like we don't have the same ideas as some disagreements, we try to write down those ideas and then see which one goes better with the priorities of our project.
So now you get a microphone and you have 1,000 new students. And if you just would give them one advice about studying at TBM, what would it be?
Yeah, I have this super clear because it's something that I think about a lot. And I tell to my friends all the time, and it's like, enjoy the process. Being a student is like a time in life that it will never come back. And when you start working, then the rest of your life is gonna be working.
As our one of our program coordinators once told me, he said that TPM students are like Swiss knives. You might not have a big knife specific for a specific thing, but you have all of the skills on a maybe shallow level, which would be actually a plus to connect different people together.